It's like
action.
didn't do it.
Wow.
You
It's
can't
like an
take
invite.
actions, unfortunately. So you just kind of you do
Yeah.
like bob towards it, but then you just fall on your face.
Yeah, good luck with that. And we're gonna leave.
Just slaps you with the staff a little bit, like try it again. No, I kid. I don't know if he would have done that. He might have done that.
He definitely did.
No, he's leaving.
No, I could have smacked her a little bit. It'd be funny. But anyways,
Revenge.
Let me see if I can unscramble her eggs and just atomic headbutt her again.
Oh, I
No.
took damage too.
Oh yeah, she exploded.
6d6.
Ah,
Mind melt.
How much HP do you have left?
she'll be fine.
so
Max damage.
you head over to the Fate Grove, and as you're entering into its wondrous, which Opal can't see,
Doesn't matter.
when you enter into its wondrous borders of vibrant colored mushrooms and plant life kind of scattering through the area, you see the five glowing blue lanterns that are surrounded around this. It looks very similar to this image, around this pond with a single layer like rock kind of coming out of it that kind of holds another lantern. They glow blue and kind of illuminate the area in front of the tree/house that the Grove Horde inhabits. You see, however, on the road, he is already standing there. Staff, holding onto a staff, kind of leaning against it. And you see the form. Actually, none of you have seen this before, so I'll show it to you. See the form of it looks like Mellow. It's just Mellow. But as a halfling, is leaning on a staff, kind of smoking a pipe of some herb of some sort. He looks aged, but not too old. And Zekian, you know that he is much older than he looks. He's around 75 years old, which is quite old for a halfling, but he has retained much of his youth through his druidic practices. He stands about 3'3", so he's quite small. And he only weighs, about 50 or 60 pounds. He's just kind of standing there, back arched, and he says, "Oh, hello. You've made your way back, have you?"
Yeah. I assume we're speaking in Sylvan.
That's the Australian accent, sure.
Sylvan's Australian, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, even that blacksmith guy from earlier, the Goliath, is a fey Goliath. Yeah, I've been out for just a few days apparently. I found those people I was looking for.
Oh.
This is one of them.
Well, fantastic. Well, good to see you
Mate.
back. You're here for some time. It's just passing through.
Yeah, I think we're just spending the night. Maybe a few more days if needed. But just felt like I should come home. Figured I had to ask you. My friend here wants to. Is it cool? She crashes with me.
You know the rules, Zekian. It's you know the rules, Zekian. Not typically allowing of non-fey types is, not only for simple bureaucracy, but the fellas around here don't feel comfortable having non-fey around. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I'm a rare exception, of course, because I'm the Grove Warden and all that good stuff. But a lot of malcontent being held for their kind. Though this one looks her over, and just this one is odd. Given that, might help him blend in more.
And if it's any consolation, she's incapable of giving us the Fey hate stare. And he'll wave his hand in front of her face.
Oh, well. Keeping your head down is always a good look if you're not from the Grove, but
It's just for the night.
just for the night. Make a persuasion check. $18?
That was
That was
a
you.
ride.
Looks at you. suppose if it's just for the night, we can make accommodations. Perhaps it's best if you take residence in my quarters for the night, just to be safe.
Just Opal, right?
Both of you, if you prefer.
Oh yeah, it's figured your dig's a little bit better than mine, and yeah, I'm not really too keen on any of us being alone at the moment. So
Yeah,
it's you got room.
yeah, I got a you know, entry hall where you could lay in. Don't have a lot of furniture, but you know, I can get some cushy mushrooms in here for you. You can lay on that.
I'm sure I
would
can go
not
down.
find a comfortable place to sleep, but I do not need much. So thank you.
I'll
Go
bring some
warden.
mushrooms in for you.
I'm gonna go to my place and pick up some bedding and stuff if that's all the same.
Also made of mushrooms.
It's my mushroom. You know, when you're trying to sleep in like a stranger's bed versus your own, it's like, hey, it works, but like, it's not the same.
Say my mushroom.
Now,
Eh,
is
totally
it
fair.
frowned upon to eat said mushroom? Are they edible? Is it
Yeah,
permissible?
yeah,
to-
you can eat them if you want. See what happens.
Edible in that they're capable of you putting them in your mouth and then digesting them, but
That's correct.
'cause I did have some purple mushrooms when I first got to this area, and they smelled very sweet, and they made a nice omelet. But beyond that, I haven't gotten to try much of the local cuisine.
Well, eat as many as you like. We got plenty growing around the grove. You know, there's only so many big uns, so maybe eat some of the small ones going around. But hey, any mushroom around here will give you a good time, restful sleep, etc., etc.
Excellent, thank you. I appreciate it.
Sure thing. Well, I'd love to talk more about your endeavors outside the grove here, but if you got to get your sleep, I can understand.
Well, I do have an errand I'd like to run at some point. Although I suppose it could wait for the morning.
Or it couldn't,
Um,
whatever you prefer.
if you don't mind, me sneaking in and out in the middle of the night, I suppose I could take care of it now.
Yeah, up to you. You're welcome here, at least in my tent. But besides that, I can't promise much. Although,
Alright, as long as I won't be disturbing anybody, then I might take care of it sooner rather than later.
you'll see as he kind of points off to the grounds around. The other domiciles are quite far away from here, so you've got a little bit of distance between you and the central tree here. Just don't go pissing on the tree or anything. It might be desecrated. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds. That would really piss me off too.
Sacred tree and all that good stuff. You understand,
Fair enough.
right? Well,
What a wonderful week it was.
I was hoping to talk to you a little bit about Zeke about you know, your duties around here. You left them all up in Sudden to go on your little quest. Not gonna force you to make up for it, but a lot of the other folks been having to work a little extra hard without you around.
I mean, I'm willing to help while I'm here. But it's an apology that wanting, and I'm not.
No,
willing
no,
to do
no,
that.
nothing like that. Just there's a lot of work to be done. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I could help. Whatever
All
they
right.
need while I'm here.
Sure thing.
No,
Well, bright and early in the morning, I'll fetch you for some chores. Does that sound?
I mean, and I could help out as thanks for my, for room and board for the night.
Yeah, perhaps.
Um,
Might even endear you to the community here a little bit.
what do you what he's doing?
Yeah, there's some vermin to be cleared from the edges of the grove, as well as some,
Vermin on my speciality. On
as
my,
well as some,
Hers a little bit.
yeah.
you don't know.
And
If
there's
you do,
also,
it definitely happens.
there's also some, you know, folks around here grow their own food, grow their own supplies, etc., etc., to kind of remain distant from the town itself. So there's a lot of farm work and other de-weeding and such to do. Especially these fake plants, they fucking grow like nobody's business. You got to pluck them every few hours, it feels like. But yeah, you know, Ezekiel and he can show you the ropes. No worries about that.
Yep, I'll help while I'm here. But
All
I
right.
think we're leaving fairly early, so I guess maybe we'll get started as early as we can. But when we gotta leave, we gotta leave.
Fair enough. Never wanted to restrict your travel. That'd be not right. Not right to any Fey being. So, if you can help out, you know, a comfortable amount that you feel significantly contributes to your stays here in the past and now, just pay it forward, you know?
Always.
You got it. All right. Well, it's good to see you there, Ezekiel. And, you know, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
Yeah. Oh no.
All right. He kind of gives you a pat on the shin because he can't really reach very high. Hey.
Zekian is also not big, so
How tall are you?
he's pretty short. 5'4".
Oh shit! So yeah, he kind of like reaches up on his tiptoes and just taps you on the shoulder.
He's short and jacked. That's kind of it.
A short king. And yeah,
Yeah,
as he looks at you and
exactly.
it's like,
That'd be
right,
him.
well, you know,
Call me Ginger Crown for a reason.
he told me that too sometimes, but you know, for other reasons. But anyways, whenever you're back around town, you know you've always got a place to stay with us in the Grove, and this will always be your home there, Zekian, even if you can't find your way back to where you belong. You belong here. That's what I'm saying.
I've got a lot of stories to share whenever I get back, so
I want to hear about them. I haven't heard too much since you've been gone. You've been writing me like you said you would, but hey, I understand. Travel's
yeah.
been
When I made the
rough.
promise, it was like kind of metaphorical because I can't write.
Right. Oh, you don't read Sylvan
Emergency
too.
sex.
You can't write in Sylvan either.
I can barely read.
Good to know.
Oh, that reminds me. And he like pulls out the huge fucking stack of Desna things. What it's called. The 8 scrolls, that thing. It's like, I've been making my way through this thing for like 2 nights and I've almost got a page down.
Right.
Progress.
That's exactly that. And if you keep at it, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out the words lickety split.
Don't worry, Zeke. I can't read either.
I'm sure if I had like 9 more levels in me, I might approach the average intelligence of a commoner. So,
Right. Well,
whatever that means.
you've always been strong, and I'll give you that. Get some rest. Talk to me whenever you feel like it. I'll be here, tending the grove as always do. Make sure everything's peaceful amongst the, normal folk and the Fae here.
That reminds me, I actually do have a request. So my friends here, you came here from Ormsdollar, right?
Most
Me?
recently,
Ormsdollar
Oh,
was
you.
the one that we were at.
yeah.
Yeah,
most
we all
recently.
came here from Ormsdollar fairly recently. We got a well, we got some mounts, you could call them. We got some big ass dragonflies from the forest, and we just kind of parked them in the middle of Emberwell. And I'm not sure that's a great place for them. So, do you think we could like stable them here?
It's probably not a good idea to keep such mighty beasts out in the middle of town.
Yeah.
Especially just, out in the open. They might fly away, get eaten, attacked, or whatever. Yeah, bring them around here. We've
Okay,
got
cool.
quite
I'll
a
go-
few, medium-sized dragonflies that fly around. They're sure to be friends and not to eat each other. I'm sure I'll convince them otherwise.
I'll hitch them all up to mine, and I'll just U-haul them over here.
Sure, I don't know what that
Resta
means.
wakes up in a panic. The dragonflies!
No, I
You
think
go out and like stare at the window and you see like Zekian gathering them all up and like attaching them to his fucking SUV one. And they're like, oh, brr, brr, like hauling down the road.
pulling all these other dragonflies like just married cams of the flock. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna actually go do that before I forget. I'll bring him here.
Right, sounds good. I think we can take care of them. We got plenty of good spaces to. It's good that you remember that, by the way. I've been thinking about this whole time, like how they're just gonna fly away.
I
In the middle of the
was
night.
also thinking
Uh,
so.
I figured when we landed, like, we hitched them. I mean, Zeke landed his, like, right next to the fucking
Do
Emberwell,
we
so I'm
have
sure that he...
saddles
hit it.
for these fucking things?
No,
Nope.
you were riding bareback. It was rough.
Zeke had rope that he tied it to Opal's dragonfly and was towing, basically like leading that one. So he has rope. So theirs are tied together, and I'm assuming that he hitched that one.
Yeah, and I
Irrelevant. As you kind of
I'll
like,
get the
yeah,
dragonflies.
get the dragonflies. We'll keep them right here, and hey, just remember, he kind of grabs your shoulder and brings you down to his level. It's a rough world for your kind out there. But
Yeah, I don't know.
at the
They
end of
know
the
as
day,
well.
at the end of the day, be all that you can be. Remember, none of them is going to stop you from reaching your potential if you don't let them stop you.
Never have.
Never will.
Never will.
That's right. All right, get out there, champ. And he
I
slaps
think
you on
he
the cheek.
like headbutts him a little bit. they do a little forehead bink. They never
He
hit
kinda,
him
like,
real.
recoils a little bit.
And yeah, he's gonna do it with the dragon.
Now I
Before he's
see
leaving,
what-
he's like, hey, Opal, don't get attacked while I'm gone. That'd be unfortunate.
I think
man,
I think this is a fine place.
why did you put that into the ethos?
Now I can see where he gets it.
Right.
Um,
See
and
you
I'll,
later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'll
I'll
be
set
back.
up I'll set up my mushrooms and
Speaking
Alright,
of which,
well,
you're looking to smoke a little bit of stuff, help you sleep better. I got something for you.
I mean, I could use with a decent. I mean,
Nature's Xanax. We got him.
yeah, I mean, do you think is it gonna help me get a restful night's sleep?
Yeah, sure.
All right, yeah, sure.
It's just a little bit of that good old elven pipeweed. We grow it around here. Helps everyone. And relax a little bit. Just take a little bit of a puff here. And if you taking it,
Yeah, sure. Why not?
make a con save.
Oh, these are good. I am skillful. Hold on. Sorry, it takes me a minute to get my sheet out. Constitution saving throw. At
That is what it is.
natural 20. No.
You
Yes.
fail. How long does this
Second,
last? Okay. That's only an hour, so it shouldn't be too bad. But, you suffer a -2 to your intelligence, a -1 to your wisdom, but you gain a +2 to your charisma.
Oh,
One of us.
So-
You failed? You failed? I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
I need to make a second constitution.
You need to
Oh,
make another Constitution
Yeah,
saving
it's gonna devolve you down to my level, mate. You're gonna get that 60 thing.
wait. Oh no, but I don't lose constitution. So there we go.
throw. Welcome to addiction.
This is addiction.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
He took something from a
A
mistake.
single hit. A single hit. Fuck.
Is it free defense?
There's death root from one high, man. Listen.
You're damn right. You know, you continue to
Yeah.
get addicted from drugs as long as you take them. But hey, there are mechanical. Okay, death root. I never figured out a mechanical benefit for, or medical. Honestly, not a mechanical benefit for. Besides, it might kill you. That's the only thing I figured out for you. It might kill you, but I probably should have a benefit for it too. But I don't.
Okay, so
This-
hold on. You said
What?
-2 to intelligence, and this is.
It's only for an hour, and like
okay.
it's
So I won't
minus 2
change my
intelligence.
actual stats. I'll just leave my actual.
Permanent.
No, I wouldn't adjust it. And like, if I was going to adjust it, I'd give you an effect, so you just turn it off and on.
Okay.
But for now, yeah, you're just a little dumber, a little less wise, but you feel more charming.
So chill.
Yeah, so chill.
Super
Everyone's
chill.
just hanging out with you. You're pretty chill.
You just become
Um,
Pete Davidson instantly.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna go see Kim Kardashian, aka Martin's mom, because I know that I want to do that, and I
What?
don't
Wait,
have
wait,
the
wait, wait,
money
wait,
anymore.
wait, 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 what?
Martin's
Oh,
mom.
wait, wait. Hang on. We made like a really weird middle ground. Like, That implied you want to fuck her, right? Like, that's what I heard.
No,
That's what everyone else heard, right? Because Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian.
No, I'm aware. I'm aware of that. That's not exactly what I had in
So
mind.
that's what you were implying, right?
That wasn't the implication, but it is totally what it sounds like.
It is what it sounds like.
This is really high Opal saying this. So
Now
I'm
that
gonna go
Also-
find.
now
Two in the
I'm gonna go
morning.
find Martin's mom at 2 a.m, and because I don't have the intelligence to tell myself not to do this, I'm gonna go do this.
what's
That is a
fae
wisdom.
gonna do? Stop you? No.
No.
This is the point. This is like the fantasy equivalent of
You-
like drunk texting your ex. Like, yeah, this is a good time. Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. And I'm
Excuse me,
feeling
Grove Warden.
particularly courageous. Let's do it.
Grove Warden, do you happen
still
to do you happen to know? I mean, I can tell that you may not get along the best with the other non-Fays in the area, but you happen to know a lad named Martin?
That lad he used to grow around here. He kind of kept his distance from the grove, but he's one of the youngins that, grew up around the area, and there's not a huge population here. I'm familiar, yeah.
Do you happen to know where he used to live? I have a message I need. The thing I needed to do there, and talking about. I need to go visit his mother. Do you happen to know where she
Right.
would live?
Yeah. She lives over by, if you just exit here and go down the Grove Wardens Avenue, I know a pretentious name, I didn't name it, and get back to the center of town, you'll see the Low Town Road. You follow that down, go right by the pier and like the water area, and she lives in the north side in a small little house there, all by its lonesome. And that's where she'll be, probably.
Is there anything that area smells like so I can find my way there?
Water?
Okay. All right. Thank you. And I will head on out. Back towards first. I'll get towards the center of town because he said towards the center of town. I know how to get there. But and then from there, I'm going to try to follow my nose towards water.
All right.
That is not the Emberwell.
You got it. All right. With that, oh, fuck, is there can I just I'm trying to see if I can copy this addiction shit over any easy way. I don't think there is an easy way. Can I just do this? Nope, there's not. Export. Oh, that's a bad way. Okay, we'll worry about it later. Anyways, you start to head down, and easily enough with the directions he gave you, you're able to eventually find your way through town here. It takes a little while, but you do find your way down to the pier in the waterfront area. The smell of produce and other marketables is in the air because there is a little market that is founded on this pier that kind of exists around this area. And the smell of plant life and other low tide waters also permeate the area. You can hear the subtle sound of lake or pond waves kind of in the area. With that, you're able to find your way to Martin's mother's house fairly easily. You feel like you're confident about the place you're at, and the door is there for you if you want to take a knock.
I will. Well, I guess I'll activate my Earth and Elucidation and just see if I can feel anybody moving around inside the house. If there happens to be somebody awake.
Nope. No movement, but you do feel like the sense of someone that is asleep upstairs.
Sleep upstairs. Can I make a wisdom check to see whether it's smart to
Sure.
knock on a door? Okay.
Under a 10, we'll say you're too stupid.
Okay, that's fair. Well, and I'm gonna subtract. I have to subtract 1 for the thing. I'm not at disadvantage, but it's just a normal.
Correct.
Okay, so just -1 from the addiction.
Right at 10, it's at under 10, so with that, it's it'd be kind of rude, but you do have important business.
All right, I knocked on the door.
If few minutes later, you just kind of feel the disturbance of like her, and you kind of like you essentially just watch her stand up, and just rub her eyes, and just shake yourself to awake, and then wander down to the front door. She like grabs a robe and covers herself, and so on and so forth, and heads down and says in a loud voice on the other side of the doors, who is it?
Uh, Hi, ma'am. My name is Opal. I'm a friend of your son's.
Immediately opens the door. Martin, and you immediately see the older visage of the woman before you. Just you, you've seen him. You know his friend. Have you heard from him lately? He
I,
sent me this generous package of coin that's taken care of me so well in this time, but I haven't heard from him since. It's just I no one's told me anything. Do you know where he is? Is he in town?
um, Not exactly. It might be best if um, eh, would we be able to sit down somewhere?
Sure, of course. Come inside. She just kind of like motions out, opens the door wider, and just lets you in.
Yeah, and I'll find a place to
Rana, your
sit
tail person.
by the fire.
Yeah.
Um,
She sits down with you. Like,
sorry.
would you like some tea?
No, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't want to trouble you.
Oh, it's no
I know
trouble.
it's late.
It's
Um,
completely fine. I mean, it would probably help ease my nerves anyways. If I was having trouble sleeping. Um, I'll make some. And the kitchen is part of the living room here, so it's not like I'm gonna be too far away. You can still talk to me.
um, I, I, I did want to ask, how are you feeling? I remember Martin mentioning to us during our travels that you were sick.
Oh, no, that's all been gone since for the longest of times. I've felt greater than I ever have, really. Uh, if he's wondering, if he's worrying, just tell him I'm so much better, and I'm very much excited for him to come home.
Um, well, the next time I have the opportunity, I hope I'd be able to pass that along. He,
I do too.
I,
Hopefully it's soon.
I, admittedly, I have not seen Martin since, oh gosh, it's been probably nearly a month, maybe a month and a half now.
What caused your splitting?
Well, as I imagine you recall, maybe about 2 months ago, he was called out or called upon to defend Emberwell from a necromancer causing problems in the tomb.
Mm-hmm. Very
Um,
proud of him.
and
Very
and
worried about him.
he took on that task with myself and a few others. Um,
Of course.
and we, although on the first attempt at taking care of the necromancer, we were unsuccessful. We did ultimately find and uh, quell that necromancer for good.
You need not fill me in on every detail. I have heard of your tales. I've heard of your travels around the town. It's just, or
Um,
around the area. In fact, I've
I,
heard of your, endeavors in Greymouth and so on and so forth. I've been trying to do my best to visit the taverns and keep up with the rumors of your band, but
I,
hard to
I do
track
wish
without a official name for your group.
we've not necessarily had the time for such. I mean that as maybe it's not so trivial, but it, I,
It would help
given
me keep
the
track of
severe,
your endeavors at least.
I'll be sure to pass that along. Although I will say that um, we Martin disappeared under mysterious circumstances. He suffered a grievous wound in a battle, one that we didn't believe to be fatal per se, and that he would recover. And from what was described to me, I mean, I'm sure you gathered.
I was decapitated at the time.
Well, yeah, but from what I heard of the event, he was surrounded by a mystical light and vanished in a glow of fireflies or some kind of flies, and
Flies were
he
circling around his body.
not but of a not of a pleasant mystical variety. I believe they said green fireflies. Sounds right to me. Um,
I don't know what to say.
I wish I had better news. We haven't heard from him since either. But I do want you to and I know that this is difficult news to hear, but I like to I genuinely do think that Martin isn't gone. I believe he'll be back. I just don't know when or where he's been miracled away to.
Near the pots, the kettle's kind of been steaming for the past few minutes, like letting out that high pitched whistle. She just seems to ignore it for a moment, just looks at you and just looks down to the ground. Just,
I just thought you should know.
I do
I'm
appreciate it. I just this is the worst news. It's very hard to wrap my mind around.
I imagined it would be, but
He disappeared.
but
He's just gone.
to be honest, that's all we know. We were, pursuing further leads into destroying.
Do you know where he could have? Do you have any leads where he could have gone? Would he find? And where's?
Based on the descriptions, very very little.
What about Anon?
But
Does she know where he went? She always kept close track of him.
Nanon did try to find him, even her, you know, she's quite a proficient tracker, and even she was unable to locate him. The only connection that we have sort of been able to suss out is possibly um, one Lantern King, whose symbol seems to be connected to fireflies and lanterns and such. Like I said, to be honest, I don't rightly know precisely what occurred, but I do hold out hope that Martin will return, and with his return, you know, and maybe you'll be able to be reunited.
See,
Sorry
she
about
snaps
that.
back to herself. They just suddenly hear the high pitched whistle behind her. Just oh, and she just takes a gloved hand and takes the thing off the heat and starts to pour some cups for you too. Oh, sorry, it's a little bit scalded, but it should
That's
still be
quite
good.
all. That's quite all right.
Do you like sugar?
Um, sure.
Of
A
course.
little bit of something sweet's not always terrible, and
How many spoonfuls? Sure, you see her hand shaking as she is holding the spoon.
I suppose just one. Thank you. I wish I had better news for you. I'm sorry. I know it's late, but we just arrived here back in Emberwell for the first time in
No.
far too long, and I figured that kind of news shouldn't wait longer than it already has.
Yes, exactly. I'm so happy to have word. Even look. I don't know what to think. I hope
If you
you
need some
find.
space, I can give you some time.
No. It's fine. Just give me a moment. I just need to collect myself as she rubs her temples and just rubs her eyes.
Can I sort of insight check her as this happened? Because it doesn't seem like sad about it, and her son is gone in a mysterious
She doesn't
circumstance.
seem sad.
Well, not at first. She was like, "How much sugar do you want?" Like that's like a weird response to your son is vanished in a light of firefly.
Sure, make an insight check.
Inside -1.
20. You get a pretty good read on her. You definitely sense that she is upset about this. It's just that she's trying to maintain her politeness and composure in this
Yeah,
circumstance. It's just she's focusing on the mundane and the normal to feel some sense of normalcy. It's a coping technique essentially of like she's very concerned, she's very worried about this, so she's just trying to put her mind somewhere else, trying to put her mind to manners, trying to put her minds to hosting, trying to put her minds to anything else. No, that's not true. Shut up. Yes.
Um,
But and she's just like you can tell just by like the visage and the accelerated heart rate, like she's just trying to maintain a level of expectancy with somewhat strangers. She's not trying to cry and maul or mourn and bawl in front of you, is that would be inappropriate. And she seems to understand that.
yeah,
Just says something about her previous life.
yeah. I didn't.
And her previous
I can tell that
interaction.
I can tell that.
Jump back to the intro scenes.
Right.
Means that was a big moment for her.
Yeah. I shouldn't overstay my welcome. Especially as the bearer of possibly,
Sure,
may not
sure.
be bad news per se, but it certainly may not have been the news you were hoping for.
Yes.
I understand
No.
that. If you would
keep the
like,
cup, and just
if you'd like the company, like if you'd like some company, I can stay with you.
it's quite all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. Just you can stay if you like. I'll be in my quarters. And if you'd like, you could sleep here for the night. Martin's room is untouched. He left.
That was player, not Opal.
Opal starts
Oh,
No.
I'd love to.
Incredible. Player would love to. Actually, Opal would. Let's see what. Hmm.
I would
Intelligence
love
lower.
to turn his room upside down.
Yes. We have come a long way, and I believe my compatriots have taken up rooms in the
I was
local
looking at
cabin.
Asta. That made me laugh.
But who knows? Maybe there's.
Free
I don't know.
estate.
It'll be nice to feel for
Another
me to
safe
feel a
point.
little connection back to Martin as well.
She looks at James, nods. Of course. And she like goes under the counter and pulls out a unmarked bottle that's just marked with like a singular X on the bottle itself. And if you need anything to help you sleep, I'll leave this out. She pours a good amount into her tea glass and downs it
To her own tea glass. Got it.
into her own tea glass, and then she refills her tea glass, fills it, puts a little more in, downs it, does one more round, downs it, and then
Are we sure that's
fills
tea?
one more tea plus the mysterious bottle. As she downs that, she fills that one more time with the fourth refill, and she just, she heads upstairs.
Um.
Oh,
So
his room is just down the hall, on the bottom floor, down the hall to the right.
So on how much of that second bottle was I picking up?
Oh, well,
Oh,
within a radius of just. This isn't a big building. This is like a small peasant's hut.
Right. I don't know if that's what it is. Okay, and she put the bottle back under the cabinet. So the bottle, in theory, is still there.
Yeah, she put it right on the top, just like in open view, so you could get it if you want some. Spoiler, deleted.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
What do you
I'm
mean a spoiler?
yeah. So after she goes up to her Jesus. After she goes up to her room, I'm going to waft the contents of the bottle.
Strong liquor.
Okay, strong. The X is strong liquor, not anything poisonous that I can tell.
No, she's not
Okay.
killing herself. No.
That's what I thought you were implying. I thought this was a
No.
poison bottle. I was like, holy
No,
shit,
There's
this got
there's
a
a
dark
strong liquor,
turn.
and as you sniff it, it's quite well made. That seems like it's already half empty, which could lead you to believe a lot of things. Like it's either she's been spending all this money that Martin gave her on luxurious wines and alcohol and stuff like that, or this is a special bottle that she saves for occasions.
Okay. In that case, I'll if it's just that, I'll put the stopper back in and I'll put it back
I
on the
furiously
cabinet
sniff
where
her
it came from.
belongings. Yeah, you
Hey,
did.
you don't know how Opal do.
Mm-hmm. This do be she how she do.
Yeah. So I'll put the bottle back and I will enter Martin's room and just kind of like
Mookery.
Like-
What does Martin's room look like?
It probably would have been pretty plain. There's probably a little bit of a lifted bed. He probably had like pieces of wood there lifted so that a non could sleep under it. A little
There's
makeshift.
a little bedding underneath there.
Yeah, a little
hay
bedding,
and
some like
stuff, yeah.
straw, some straw grass. Probably some like really crusty mud too.
Give it some wetness, yeah.
Yeah, he probably had some really light weights in the room.
3 pounds.
3 pounds. They are the most dusty.
that's what I lift in real life.
Yeah, he had a desk where he just was kind of like studying anything that he needed. He probably had a place for like his practice sword and a shield.
3 pounds.
Maybe had a spare pike in there.
Yeah. And there is the spare pike, which is dusty. This pike itself is actually a training pike. It has like a blunted end at the end, and it does seem to like be what he graduated from when he became more of
It's
an
probably
official
still
member of the
very,
garrison.
very heavy.
Yeah, it is. It's the same weight. Same weight. Its whole point. It's the same weight of the pike, but it is
It's less deadly.
blunted. It's blunted, so it doesn't stab somebody. It's what trainees get. And it has a little inscription into
it's
it.
actually probably a little too light because that's why he always swung too hard because he wasn't used to the actual weight.
But there's a little inscription from Durana, kind of carved onto it of congratulations about your position, so on and so forth. It's a little congratulatory like message for joining the garrison itself. Oh, imagine that's all it's right. And it dies.
That's one of the funniest things.
He's no Desna worshiper. Get that out of here. Get out of here,
Yeah,
you Desna worshippers. Don't try to convert people that aren't here.
So
Avatar body pillow.
You're like law.
I guess one of the first things I would do is without destroying anything or displacing anything significantly, I would just kind of like get under the bed and like under the mattress or just see if there's anything kind of like
He stashed any coins in here? What do we got?
no less about coins and more about like secret. If there are coins, I would actually distinctly leave them. I would not touch like anything of monetary value.
Make an investigation check.
do I do that? What is investigation? Is that?
This is Kurt.
Oh no, because what? Okay, why do I have a -5 to intelligence? Does that make sense?
Get good. That's why.
-1. I think
I
you set your
also am
intelligence
insane.
to -2.
I want to
not a
look
-2
for some.
modifier.
Hold on. I think I can fix this.
Oh, look for
Hold on.
someone named near clue.
There we go.
He
Now
was
it is
talking to his
plus
mother,
0. However,
Started drinking heavily. Yeah, totally.
You got it.
She's like, I don't have my kid anymore. I might as well adopt this cat.
She's had 5 things of this spreading alcohol trying to understand you.
Okay. Keep going.
I'm a cat woman. It's just what I am.
Investigation. Martin's not the best at hiding things, so it's up to you, Martin. Did he find anything under your mattress with an 8?
Martin
Like
has no
anything-
secrets. I mean,
okay,
he's
yeah,
got
I was
the
thinking
one,
like
but-
any, or like any
Secret
like
journals.
like if you had received a note from like a mysterious source that you would have like stashed under a pillow, or you know.
Martin had the one
not
letter
sure.
his mother gave him, but
Is your
he,
porn down there?
I think he got rid of that on his trip, so I don't think he has anything that he's hiding.
Okay, that's fine. Then I don't find anything, and I will probably like curl up on the floor to not disturb the bed any further and go to sleep.
Get rid of it. He took his porn with him, guys. Duh. He took it when he left the
I think
town.
there
He
was
took
the
his
joke
porn.
about the porn. I don't know. I forget.
There was a joke about porn, but he probably took it with him. On
Okay,
his
thank you
journey.
for indulging me in that, and I will curl up on the floor and go to sleep.
On the floor, you got it. Not even in
Yeah.
Nanon's little.
Well, yeah, I don't want to like I don't know. She said that it hasn't been disturbed, and even though
Too
I
many cat
rifled
hair all
through
over the
her,
place.
There's a cat
Got it.
everywhere
That's
now.
rude.
we all know how bad that can be. So yeah, I'm gonna try to not disturb it any further. I'm gonna try to like reset anything I moved, and
As
then
you pick up the mattress and just.
yeah. No, I'm aware. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just-
try to like
Hack up a
return it.
hairball on his mattress.
This
This
is
is mine now.
Just making muffins, ruining his sheets for a solid 15 minutes.
Biscuits in his bed. These weaponized hands. Just mulches it.
I'm waiting to do that. I'm waiting to do that to his mom's bed.
Oh, jeez.
That's where the claws come out.
Oh.
I've ruined everything about Martin's character. I'm so sorry.
With one visit.
There was.
A total destruction.
His mom's kind of a babe.
Whoa, his mom's looking kind of odd. I think
Hey,
that might be the
Ooh.
entire arc of.
Oog's the one who picked the character
How
art.
do you feel about short kings, Martin Mom? Miss Martin.
Martin seemed funny. I don't know why.
Hey, can I come over after school? Ooh, 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 after. I sing to myself as I fall asleep.
Thinking of Martin's mom, sure.
Martin, can't you see your mom's just a gal for me?
Yep.
Let me just like let your mind.
Yeah, man.
Look,
I mean,
Them
Quite
some
literally-
promiscuous eyeliner going on.
quite literally, I first of all, beauty
I
is
don't
more than
see
skin deep,
people.
but to me, like it's irrelevant.
You
Quite
also might
literal.
have just turned his mom into an alcoholic.
Speaking of addiction rules,
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy, sorry.
As you guys are making your long, or you're starting your long rest at
This is
2:30 in the
you wanna get
morning.
high?
I got this dust here,
Yo,
man.
I got this face shit. You're gonna get fucked up with me.
Let's party, girl.
Let's get stupid, Mom.
Sure.
Why are the sessions all so horny?
Hard to say. You're all horny. I don't know. So, as you all take your long rest,
Can we
those
not
of
do
you,
the long rest yet?
sure.
Well,
Thank God we're hopping away from that fucking shit show. No, I love the scene until we started like trying to fuck Martin's mom. But anyways,
just you wait.
Just you wait, I'll get in there one of these days.
Ooh.
If the king can do it, I can too.
There's worse things. I could say that I'm not going
Oh,
to.
when
Ooh,
I
I'll probably
say
tell
it,
you
it's
later.
spoilers, but when the DM said it,
It's what you're all fucking making jokes about, is it not?
I'm just talking about body pillows. You guys took this in a
Sure,
weird
sure,
direction.
sure. Anyways,
Oh, fuck.
we'll jump over to Nephthys because he might have something that's more wholesome.
Nope. Nephthys
No,
is,
that's
well,
the
he's
wrong
going
word.
to, him and Resta will probably help tuck Marana in.
I'm just jerking off my demon hand. Oh, fuck.
Stop.
What happened?
Stop.
I was looking at Resta. That's what I was like talking about. I was just like, yeah, the demon hand's going at it. I can't stop it anymore.
You want in on this, Resta? Oh, the
Oh,
demon hand. I can't stop.
I can't stop. But someone else might as well. Okay, no, let's walk away. Let's walk away now.
Church guy who didn't give me incense for diamonds because it's my demon hand. Go murder him in a real wholesome way.
Choke him with your regular hand while you're jerking off with
Drown
your
him
demon hand.
diamonds.
It's perfect.
To death on these gemstones, you fuck. Taking all your incense.
I need it. Give it.
Okay, so while you're jerking off with your demon hand, what are you doing? Looks for his demon hand.
Where I imagine we're going to tuck Marana in so that, probably on her side so she can't choke on her own vomit.
Yeah, the hand starts to go around to choke Marana, but you like pull it back. Like, no.
No, don't do that. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But, so with Marana like this,
Can I see the stars where you guys tucked me in?
yeah, we probably tuck you.
Yeah, well, with your insanity, you see stars everywhere.
Mm.
Yeah, we tilt you facing the window. Just one.
Just put her up against the window, face first, like getting the glass.
She's licking
I'm
it.
sticking to the glass.
Just, oh, pretty.
But Nephthys is gonna be like, Resta, about earlier.
Right.
That was me that was peering into your mind. I'm sorry. It's an invasion of privacy, but I
do it a lot.
you keep a lot of secrets, and I just wanted to be sure.
I mean, honestly, that's I think I've told you all everything.
Yes, you
No.
were honest about that one, but I don't know. I just still feel like I don't really know you, so I thought it was the only way to make sure. But I want to let you know that I'll help you in any way I can.
Yeah. Thank you.
But
I don't know. Go on.
oh, I was just gonna say, I mean, just in the air, in respect of just getting things out in the open. When everyone walked away, I did the divination, and I asked if giving Opal and letting Opal present the tear to the Green Mother was going to be more harmful than helpful in the next 7 days. And the spirit said no. So that means it can help, or it can be neutral. But after this is happening to Marana, I don't know, concerned.
I mean, with the information Zeke was about, right? I don't trust her, so I'd rather not take a lesser of two evils.
Yeah, even like Hidili, like the priest is like of the Green Mother was like, yeah, she's kind of evil.
I'm sure she does some good for the people in this town. Probably not the best idea. So
Yes, and
yeah.
in the way of helping you in any way I can, I think we don't really know which way the Green Mother would point us, so I think it's better if we follow your lead, both for you and probably for Opal.
honestly, it's It's kind of hard to figure out if I should chase after that, because he said that as soon as I'm done with that, he's got for me. And I don't know if I can convince him of, like, fighting for a greater good. When I tried to give that answer, kind of pushed it off like I was playing a game of some kind.
Well, I think him tracking you here means at least they can be ahead of us somehow. So we probably can't just expect to get away. So yeah, if we complete the goal, we'll probably have a new one presented to you right away. And we don't know necessarily what that'll be. After this incident with the king, disbanding groups might be a task with killing the king.
I couldn't do that. I'm not saying I can't. Maybe I'd have the skills, but I can't do that. I don't want to live that life anymore.
Yeah.
I'm only now realizing that it wasn't a choice.
Yeah. I'm not the best at escaping these groups. It's never really worked out in my favor. I've just tried to hide myself, so I wish I could tell you what you could do, but all I can tell you is that if push comes to shove, I'll try to help you in any way I can. But I don't know what that's gonna mean.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll have to. Because if I disappear, they'll just go after the whole.
Probably.
Maybe if I can, I'm trying to figure out some new stuff. Maybe I can get strong enough to protect the people here from that. But I also can't even see in like any sense that we could. Maybe we can make ourselves threatening enough that the hand doesn't want to deal with us, and it will be seen as too dangerous, too many losses, something. I just
think Nefsis probably goes a little blank on that. He just goes, "There's something I should probably tell you. I decided to give up my fire, or at least most of it. So I don't really know if I'm too good for that threatening role.
What can you do now?
Mainly just
Prestidigitation.
heal.
Well, that would be useful. Apparently, Morana's packing some heals now too.
Yeah. I'm worried about Morana and Lolo, mainly because she's starting to stink, but partly because I don't think we're going to have time to get to Kelleran or anyone else. We might have to do the ritual with her and me and anyone else that might be able to contribute.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then there's also this that he holds up his left hand.
I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah.
So, benefits outweighing the cons?
Not noticing too many benefits.
You turn your damage into necrotic damage. That's pretty fun.
Can you, like,
That's kind of cool.
shoot ice from your hand now, or feel like you can throw a bit more out per day, like every day, or?
I should say, are you? You haven't taken the time to attune to the hand, really. So hard to say.
Yeah.
But you would sense it does need attunement, weirdly enough, to really unlock its powers.
I did a firebolt in the tomb. It didn't feel too different, but I did feel a presence in the arm or hand, and that's what I'm trying to fix.
So, but what if that presence is where the hand gets power?
Yes. I would say, since it's attached to you, you would have a sense of what attuning to it would incline. That being said, you can change any damage from a spell attack to necrotic damage. In addition, you can, once per day, a attuned creature can double the damage of a single target damage spell. I wish I had my fireball back.
Disintegrate.
Disintegrate, exactly.
Double disintegrate.
It's very powerful,
It means
disintegrate.
It's plus 80 minimum.
Yeah,
So much.
We'll have to see.
It's nasty. It's nasty.
I
Attuning to it might have some other things, but
What if
that's
we
what
got
you
you
get
like
sense of.
a-
That's what the whispers in your mind have been promising you. Disintegrate.
What if you got you like a wand or something? That way you could you have some damage stuff back on or staff. Do they make those? Do they make those?
You had a hand earlier that shot out weird shit. You sold to a vendor.
they might make that.
Fuckers.
But I don't really want to risk it. I've hurt too many people, so I'm going to try something to at least get it under my control, and then maybe I'll see if it still gives me any sort of power. Hopefully it does.
I guess it's old habits or something. Because I'm saying just use it for what you can, and the rest of us can help you keep it under control. You went through a lot to get that fucking thing, so I think we should probably get our money's worth from it.
If all I end up with is one hand for another, it's not really didn't lose anything necessarily. But yeah, hopefully this thing still has some power yet to give.
I hope it works afterwards if you get rid of whatever inside of it. Or I guess if you can
Yeah,
control.
maybe.
It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
So like if you get it under control and it doesn't do anything and it still works as like a hand, then like you get bonus points for looking kind of badass.
It's true.
Just jerks you off every once in a while.
That's a weird habit for that hand to have, isn't it?
Yeah, it just won't stop going there.
I gotta keep
really
grabbing it, pushing it away.
But also, just one thing before we go to bed is that I wanted to give this to everybody, but the way everyone left was just kind of weird. So, here, and he hands the note that his daughter left for the group.
Oh.
These are the goodbyes she promised.
I don't remember what I said, so there you go.
Touching
I
stuff.
hope you do. I didn't write that shit down. I never wrote that shit down. I pulled it out of my ass. You're welcome.
Well,
Self-admit. I will right out. So I hope you remember what the fuck it said, generally.
I have
Something about... No, I don't remember. I don't remember at all. It was towards the end of the session.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's in the
Move on.
recording, but like towards the end of a session when I'm really drunk, don't remember any of that shit. So that's the worst time to ask me. But it is when I'm most inspired words come to fruition. Question mark?
As she reads it pretty quickly, she kind of like there's a bit of pressure from the thumbs that kind of crumple the page, and yeah, I mean, I was already going to do it, but when it came to some of the water lords, I wanted to give them nice dreams before they died. This guy, I'm gonna try and make sure that he experiences all of his worst nightmares.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
I hate saying
Desmond
this,
would be
but
against that.
I have to. What happened is my fault, and I have come to terms with that. If I didn't ask her to join us with Opal, wouldn't have happened. So I'm gonna stop Xanthus from doing it to anyone else, but he's not really to blame.
I feel like he is. I feel like blaming yourself isn't going to get you anywhere, because in the end, he made the decision to be a dick. He's making the active decision to be the worst possible creature on the planet right now.
Yeah.
So-
and that's why we definitely have to stop him. But I'm not blaming myself. It's just that, yeah, taking the responsibility that I earned, and moving forward.
I'm sorry that your family got. It's they
I'm sorry yours did.
shouldn't happen in the first place. No. I guess you all were kind of involved in the first place.
Yeah.
Don't
But-
Random
What's
dog.
left is to get a good night's rest, see my daughter in the morning, and then maybe I'll start working on this.
Yeah, also, on another note, do you know how we could possibly fix that issue with, I hear like weird horn sounds whenever someone tries to say my name. I've started to really figure out that, like, this, whatever they're trying to say is probably my name. But it's kind of distracting.
Sure. Let me try.
It's a verbal component.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah. I have diamond dust worth of 100. Do a greater restoration.
The dust disappears as you kind of blow it into the rest of, Liliana's face. Or Horn
Huff
Noise's
this bitch.
face. And as this just, you imbue it with like divine energy, and it starts to wrap around. And as the spell is going off, you definitely feel, you can see even this field that is surrounding her head, but the restoration doesn't seem to affect it. It just dissipates off of it.
Okay, so, fuck.
There's some sort of
All right.
effect, but
Let me try something else.
not working.
And he is
It's not a
going
curse?
to dispel magic at 4th level.
Nothing happens.
All right.
Spell goes off, but it's just like, just
Didn't we
Doesn't
establish
work.
that we know this is a curse? Someone made a check about the pixie. I think it was Nepsis.
thinks. Was it Nepsis?
Pretty sure it was Nepsis because it wasn't
If
me.
it was Nepsis, you could save these 2 spell slots. Because if you know it's a curse, you know that it needs. remove
Greater
curse.
Restoration removes a curse.
Wha-
One curse, including the target's attunement to an item or curse.
What's the point of remove curse?
Lower
lower
spell
level.
slot, no diamond dust cost.
Ah.
I think remove curse is only a 3rd level spell with no cost.
That is true. That does say curse. In that case, never mind. I misread. Yeah, with that, the spell is released. The curse is
it's in
released,
my
as it
lungs.
were. Take your dispel magic spell slot back.
I did. Cheater.
Wow, you said. You know what? I'm almost tempted to take it again, just out
What?
of spite.
And then long rest, it's fine.
I can do what I want. I have power here.
Oh yeah. So Nipsis, also I might have commissioned
So much power
So
can center
Zeke-
you.
I might have commissioned Zeke like some really expensive armor, and I'm trying to remember how much it costs. Like what, like 2,000, 2,500, 1,500?
Fuck, we're giving him the supplies for it. If it costs us him his plate mail, we just fucking buy plate mail.
Well, this will probably become a like lightning resistant. It's magic, probably +1.
Was it?
maybe,
I thought we checked and it wasn't magical. This is really durable.
Probably has some other benefits. Maybe.
Oh, well,
Who knows?
like-
You have to wait till it's crafted.
down either way.
Oh, fuck! I need to fix my gun.
I would offer. He's like holding up a bunch of shiny gems. I kind of need them.
No, it's not this is the. I don't think magic's going to work. You could try mending on if you got the spell, but
No, I think he's offering gold for the plate mail. Like offering the
No,
gems
I'm
to
just-
pay for plate mail.
I also have
No, he's offering
this,
coins to repair the gun. is
and
what
he
I think
takes
he's
out
saying.
the dimeridium ingot, and he goes, I think this could
Dimeridium
help
gun?
with.
Ooh, anti-magic
crafting.
gun? That'd be fun.
Oh, I could make a shield.
A bullet that ignores magical armor? That's fun.
I'm trying to change.
I don't want to
guess
shoot this
I-
gun anymore. Nah.
I'm trying to change styles because, like, the gun, it's great, does a ton of damage. I love the thing. However, it's a little unreliable, and I can't deal with those kind of factors when I'm like dealing with someone's with your all's lives. So I'm trying to figure out new methods of fighting. And so
Dimeridium weapons are sick.
I could like maybe make a shield, like avoid a gnarly, nasty attack from one of you folk. Or like
Seems like
even-
we need a dimeridium trident for our local Poseidon.
or a dimeridium trident. Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah, for just reference, if it's armor, if you wear armor made of dimeridium, you have advantage on saving throws against spells. Pretty good, but cannot cast spells yourself. Attacks with
No.
dimeridium weapons and ammunition ignore magical effects that increase the target's AC, such as the bonus from a +1 armor or the shield spell. So, like mage armor wouldn't matter, +1 armor wouldn't matter, shield spell wouldn't matter if you're using a dimeridium weapon. That being said, the shield is shield. I think the raw considers it armor. I think raw considers it armor.
Shield is an
yeah.
armor.
But it should be considered a weapon historically.
WCX considers it a weapon.
W6 is right.
I think it considers it both.
W6 is wrong.
Both?
I guess it'd be considered both, but it is a weapon. That being said, but anyways,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm bringing up a lot of things because they're coming to mind. Shopping list, like, I don't remember. Was it you or the nun who wanted to like turn ruby dust into like a permanent fire that we like a lantern
That
we
was
can
the
have
nun.
like. Shit.
it still could
Because,
be an
like-
idea that you guys have because you shared it with all of you. You could be like, "Hey, it's a good idea."
She already
Yeah.
did that.
She couldn't do it
Yeah, I
because
thought
we didn't
that's
have
why
the,
you were doing the lantern shield.
we didn't get that made because she didn't. We didn't have the ruby dust at the time.
No, she got the
No, I
ruby
mean
dust
you
while we were
just
still
commissioned
in...
a lantern shield along with my armor. I assume that's why you were doing it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a lantern
I
field
wa-
without the lantern.
Well, no,
I mean,
without the blade, I wanted to get a lantern so
The
that way I
lantern?
could put.
You got it.
Yeah, that way I could put the Everbright, the like permanent flame inside of it, so I could have.
Lantern
Oh.
shield.
Nanan already did that before she left.
Do we have
She
that?
had that.
Like
We don't have it. She kept it with her, and
fucking.
maybe
what?
we
I don't think she did. I think she just did continual flame because she realized it's the same thing essentially,
Oh.
or not
Yeah.
continual flame, but produce flame or something. I don't know. She didn't make the ruby dust one.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I
She
think
offered, but we didn't.
buy rubies.
No? Question mark? I don't think you did.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time we found rubies.
Yeah, I don't think you bought rubies either. I think you like in that shopping trip. I remember buying the staff for Opal, but that's about it. And the gun.
I'm like 90% certain that we didn't get that continual flame.
I'm pretty sure you didn't. Dog. You like that dog?
As much as I would like it. Maybe we could find a cleric that will do it or something. I don't know.
A
could do
cleric?
it.
What do you mean? There's 30
why-
clerics in this
Sorry,
party.
I don't understand that spell. Why do we want a continual flame?
It's bright. You see.
Zeke can't see in the dark, so I was thinking I could have a lantern shield that I could, pop a lat.
I can
like a
see in a
permanent
5-foot
point.
proximity around me because I have a knife that glows when I'm around it.
A racist knife.
Yeah.
So
but, yeah, true.
it was to help Zeke in dark areas because he's,
Oh.
spells and fighting don't really work very well when you can't see.
It's true. It's not typically good.
But that stuff we can take care of tomorrow. we should get sleep. I'm going to probably stay up for a little bit longer, and maybe try and fix this fucking gun.
Fixing the gun. We'll say you're in town. You can get the resources required. Go ahead and mark off that cost. Make a tinker's tools check, I think is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Tools.
Dog. She's clawing.
Would that be?
Intelligence?
Oh. Hold on. That's not the right one. Yeah. Why didn't it? Change subclasses. It got rid of my Tinker's Tool proficiency.
Get fucked. Roll it without proficiency. You forgot how tools work.
This is suddenly a lot harder for some reason.
Can Nefsis try to big brain raw intelligence help out?
Make an intelligence check. Just raw intelligence check. If you want to go raw intelligence route. Yes,
Big
you have an
brain.
advantage on that 19. You can roll again if you want. You have advantage. Okay. This is why bonuses are better. But anyways, yeah. But with a 19, I forget how the DC of this thing works, but I think that's enough.
It's like 10 plus the misfire score or something like that.
That's a
Yeah,
good
this guy's
big-
worth like 15 or 16 or something, so you're good. But as you start to take the gun apart, you reassemble it and start to like take all the parts out and straighten out the barrel and stuff. You notice that a part of the barrel is like that's split open, reveals esoteric rune that's been carved into the inside of the barrel. That kind of is the most dim of glow with arcane energy.
Hey, Nefsis.
Yeah.
Can you do you know what this is?
He puts on his spectacles. Can he read?
Arcana check.
Dad goggles.
Fuck.
Hard to say.
Let's sorcery point that.
Sorcery point that. Let's do it.
Nailed it.
How's that? How's that tickle your fancy, sir?
14? A little better than 13 is what I'd say.
Sure it is.
And
It's not 5.
with that kind of glancing, you get the sense that this is a two-part rune, though. Like this rune is magical and it is doing two effects, but you can't determine what the school of magic these effects are part of, nor what they might do specifically.
Is this Verano or Barnabas?
Okay. So that spell I used on you might work on Marana. But it's the last of my diamond dust, but she
No,
think
we
can
don't.
read this.
She'll wake up in the morning feeling. Never mind. I could just take like a hammer, like my rock hammer, and just scratch it out. Would that break it? Just like physically just going really hard on it?
As you do, it doesn't seem to be affecting. Like the magical rune seems to need something more than that to break.
He takes out the stab shroom. He's like, maybe magic with magic. If this is what you want to do, this could be helpful, but it could be harmful. It could be tracking you.
Yeah, it might be. It might be tracking me. Now I want to check out my pistol too. I mean, I'm going to sell him.
He hands you the stab shroom. It's like, maybe try crossing it out with this.
I like.
No effect. It seems this rune is more resilient than a simple. Some runes can be carved out magical weapons. This one doesn't seem to be able to.
If this is Verano, then I don't really care. But if it's Barnabas, it's a big problem.
He didn't have to try to dispel it.
You can
Ta-ta-cha!
make an Arcana check.
Okay. He looks at the rune and he says, I've got 4 more spell slots, baby. We could do this all night.
13.
You can do this
No
4
effect.
times.
All night. I've got sorcery points too.
All right, sorcery points. You're right.
All right, let's try again at a 4th level.
Now it's starting to seem beyond Verona. Is that how you've been tracking me, man?
Another Arcana, or
Yep, another contract.
up.
17, 22. With that.
12th level spell.
Yes. And okay, let me just make it clear that like some permanent enchantments aren't spells and have a higher DC than just
Mhm.
the spell level demonstrated here. But regardless, that is enough. Before with because like every time we do spell magic, it's like, is that a 9th level spell, DM? Like maybe it's an enchantment that's higher DC than that. But anyways, irrelevant. For this one, that does work as you break the rune, and now it is just the carving of the rune kind of in place. You can still read the rune theoretically, see what it might have did, but now the effect is broken.
You want me to get your pistol too?
Just look down the barrel of it and just like, is there anything in here?
Huh.
Let me see this god. They should really make some rules about these things. Maybe 3 of them.
Maybe it only works if it's loaded.
That being said, Resta, make a intelligence check.
Investigation?
No, just raw intelligence. Unless you had some other thing in mind for something else, but for this, intelligence. If you had another idea, there you go. But intelligence for now.
Would I be able to use my psychic abilities?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll add a d6 to this.
Does Resta have a concealed carry permit?
No. She doesn't have a permit to operate in this area at all. Because of
My
the
permit
recent law.
says I don't kill you. Oof.
12. You try to remember, like, the last time you repaired your gun, and it was definitely before Verona, but you don't remember noticing anything at the same time? Like, you didn't, like, take a close examination inside the barrel?
Hey,
Something else went wrong before, so it's hard to say.
I maybe should have discussed this before, but if your teacher, master, father is in town, and he hypothetically was using this to track you, and we hypothetically broke that connection,
What do you...
Oh,
did we just
theoretically.
fuck up real hard?
We better start trying to figure out the really interesting lie.
You're probably
think
about to
he's-
find out real soon.
On his way here, or should we go find him?
At the door. And that's what we're called nice session.
No shit.
Nice.
It's
Wait,
right at our
what?
time. It's right at our time.
Oh,
Nice,
that's
nice.
that's good. Uh-oh.
Well,
Well, whoever has the next summary is a really easy. Just things happened. We saw the Fey dude halfling, and then Nefsis and Resta fucked up real bad, and that was the session. It's like a 2-sentence summary.
We spent more time out of game than in game.
Well, this is a logistics session. There's
Yeah.
we don't have like a clear goal to go after immediately. If we do, Zekian doesn't fucking know it. Matt doesn't know it.
no, there's
We
not.
spent 30 minutes laughing about Martin's mom.
That was fun.
Who has
This
it going on?
is interesting politics and downtime. There's a lot of downtime in this session.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But there's a lot to figure out. Like one, there's things, give it time. Give it time. It literally hasn't been a day yet. Give it time, and maybe more things will present themselves. And also, there are other ways to get ahead of the curve. Right now, you're in that lull of like, you just cut off Xanthus, you just did this, just did that, and now you're waiting for the next reaction from the heralds. You're waiting for the next word of their activity. Or, if you're clever enough, you might find another way to get ahead of the game and find some information before they act. And then you might be able to cut them off with their next activity. But
I need to chill for a couple days so Matt can finally get fucking heavy armor, not
That's
level
true.
1 starter armor. It's been real rough.
That armor is pretty dope, and it's like 4 days away. So on the 6th of Japekius, you'll have it ready for you. That being said,
Could we theoretically collect the bounty on Samiris' head because she is technically dead?
You don't have her head.
who put a bounty on her head?
Well, Ferono mentioned it to Resta.
Oh,
Oh,
that
fuck.
bounty.
That's a good point. Hey,
I assume that requires some kind of proof of death, like a head or a hand or
I
anything
also think
that's
it was
not a
for both.
bag of dust.
And it was for both, but it was a contract more than a bounty. So the contract was for both of them. But even in that case, it would also require proof of death.
I mean, I
typically.
have her dad. I could probably confirm it with the zone of
Hey,
truth.
my dad's here. He said I'm dead. Can you check me out of school early?
I mean, with the
yeah.
zone of truth, be able to figure out, like, yup, she's real fucking dead.
Theoretically, who knows? That's a route to pursue. But before we go,
Oh, fuck.
next week would typically be our break. I discussed this before, but since we took 2 weeks off in a row or something like that, I don't know where the fuck what. I suggested not taking a break next week and just kind of treating that earlier thing as our break, but it's up to you guys. If you want to take a break next week, we can on the 22nd. We could also just treat that as our break already dealt with and then go 3 more weeks and have another break on the 12th. Up to you. Either way,
That'll be fine for next week. So,
well, I was gonna say,
defer to the group.
This was gonna be more of a pushing point. I would have pushed harder for one way or the other. I would push more for just doing it if we were gonna do the